Now let's have a look about operators and operand. So operators is used to perform the operation on operands. So what is operand? So let's have an example. 5 plus 4, and I want to compute it. So how we can compute? So 4 and 5 are the operands and plus is the operator. So operands are what are the value we are going to perform, and operators is which operation we are going to perform on operands. 5 and 4 are the operands and plus is the operator. So a lots of operators we are having: plus, minus, multiplication, divide, and so on. So we have lots of operators we can use. So let's have a look how we can use the operators and operands and how we can compute it. If I will write 5 plus 4, so the output is 9. 5 is the operand, 4 is also operand, and plus is the operator. So this is called the relationship between operators and operands, and we can compute it. So operation is the process, or we can say operation is the combination of operators and operands. So the very important function is order of operations. So we have lots of operations like addition, multiplication, division, subtractions. We have some order of that. So if you are going to any programming or you are making any program, it is very important to know what is the precedence of the operators. So it's very easy to learn or to remember also. I will write a short form, that is P E M D A S. What is this PEMDAS? It's very easy. See, P is parenthesis. So first of all, if expression having parenthesis, so that part will be compute. Then the precedence of exponentiation, then multiplication, then division, addition and subtraction. So multiplication and division have the same precedence, and addition and subtractions also have the same precedence. So let's have an example. First of all, I will let you know the parenthesis. If we have an operation which is having parenthesis, so this is parenthesis 3 plus 4, like minus 2. Output is 4. So first of all, this operation will be compute. 4 plus 3 is 7 because it's inside the parenthesis. So the precedence will be the parenthesis. Then exponentiation. If I will write 2 multiplication symbol and then some value. So what is the meaning of this? So the meaning is 2 exponential by 3. So the output will be 8 because 2 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 2. So the second precedence will be exponentiation. Then multiplication and division. So multiplication and division have the same precedence. If we have any statement like 3 divided by 4 multiply by 1 or 2, so how it will be executed? It's very easy. Like 3 divided by 4 will return the 0 point something and multiply by 2. Why it is returning 0? The answer is simple. If you are dividing or if you are using the symbol 3 divided by 4, so it will return the integer value. If I will use 3.0 divided by 4 multiply by 2, it will return the output now. So the output is 1.5. So why this output is 0 here, the same statement, and I write the same statement using floating point, the output is 1.5. So what is the difference? Let's see, I will let you know. If we are writing this is 3 over 4, so 3 over 4 will return something 0 point something like 7 dot dot dot. Let's see how we can check. It's very easy how you can get the output of this if you are not writing any floating value. This is integer, divisor is also integer, and dividend also integer. So for that you have to import from double underscore future double underscore import division. And now if I will write the same code 3 divided by 4, so it will returns the output .75. So the thing is, if you will not import division, you have to write either divisor as a floating or dividend as a floating. This is the condition. If you are not importing division, then you should write 3.0 divided by 4. Then it will return the value. Otherwise it will return only 0 because it is an integer. So this is the rule for division. So remember, if you are using division, either you have to import division from future or you can use divisor or dividend as a floating point. Now we can process. So how it got executed? 3 divided by 4 multiply by 2, 1.5. So the process is, it will calculate from left to right. It will start from 3 and first operator is division. So first it will start with division part and then it will switch to multiplication. If same precedence is there, then left to right. And same for addition and subtractions. So let's have an example, then you can understand easily how we are working on PEMDAS. So example is 3 multiply by 2 plus 10 divided by 5 plus 4 multiply by 3 minus 6 over 2. So here I used mostly all the operators. Then I will enter. The output is 17.0. But how it got calculated? Let's have a look. It's very easy. I will write here same expression, 3 multiply by 2 plus 10 divided by 5 4 multiply by 3 minus 6 over 2. PEMDAS rule is parenthesis. So whatever inside the parenthesis, so that one will be calculated. 3 into 2 equals 6 plus 10 divided by 5 equals 2. Now we don't have any parenthesis. Then the second is exponentiation. If any exponentiation terms is there, then it will be calculated. And now I will write the other code same. Now the third is multiplication and division. Let's have a look how you can work. This is a less precedence, so I will write 6 plus 2 not calculated plus 4 multiply by 3, because multiplication and division both are having same precedence. So 4 into 3 is 12 and we are moving towards right from left. So 4 multiply by 3 is 12 minus 6 divided by 2 is 3. Now we are having only the operators plus and minus. The rule is you have to follow from left to right. So 6 plus 2 is 8 plus 12 minus 3. I will write the same thing. Now we can calculate. 8 plus 12 is 20 minus 3, 17. But why it is coming 17.0? Because we imported division. If we not import this division, then it will come integer part, or it will return the integer value. And the last topic of this video is getting input from the user. So it's very easy. If you want to get the input from user, so you have to use a built-in function input. So let's consider name is a variable and we are assigning the value input enter name. So user will enter Rohan. And now try to print name variable Rohan. So like that we can get the input from the user using input function. So in next video we will see the built-in types. Thanks for watching.